Well, good evening. Welcome to West Media. We've just watched West go down just at the end, 2-1 to a very good Irlam side. Let's get that right. A lot of positives watching for the sidelines, but it's not me you want to hear from. Just talk us through the game today, then.
It's a bittersweet because I thought we were fantastic for 70 minutes. It's difficult in pre-season games because there's a lot of changes that go on, and it's hard for players that are coming on to get up to the pace of the game. So you you take from it what you can. And my positives are, I think first half we were absolutely outstanding. Everything that we've been trying to work towards in regards to pressing and intensity and fitness levels was different class. And again, I thought we carried on second half with that, and unfortunately, when we made the changes, the game slowed down. We lost our shape a little bit, and it happens. So, the lads that have come on, I've just spoke to them after the game there, and I were happy with the way that the intensity was and the way that we were pressing, and that's cost us. And I feel for people like Matt Eckersley and Tom Horner more than anything, because I thought they were outstanding tonight, and there's nothing they can do when the ball's breaking down in front of them, and that's that.
I think one thing I noticed as well, and one thing I liked, was that it never looked as if it was going to spill out of control, but there was periods in the game where there was a bit of physicality come into it, and I don't think we were left wanting there either. I think that bodes well. I think at the level we're maybe going to drop down to where teams might fancy, because I think, without being big-headed about West, this is going to be a lot of teams' biggest game of the season. So teams are going to come here really looking to have a go. And I think watching it from the sidelines, I saw a lot of players that are prepared to just dig in when needed.
And that's what I've tried to do is bring in winners. And you ain't going to see that from 4 games. No. With 4 games in of my managerial career, 4 games into probably 18 new lads in a squad, people are still getting to know each other, but the facts of the matter is the players that I've brought in are winners. Yep. They've won this league and they've won the league above, and the winners, and that shines through in situations like tonight, and that's why I'm so I'm pleased. I'm really, really pleased with the performance. I mean, we've conceded in the last kick of the game again. We conceded at the last kick of the game against Ashton, but it's pre-season.
How far, the squad you've got just now, how far do you think you are for the squad that you'll be comfortable with in the first game? Not you're ever truly comfortable with a squad, but how far do you think you are from that?
I don't think we're a million miles off. You've got to remember tonight we had 5-6 players missing. We had Cookie missing, Midi missing, CJ's limped off before the game, Ben Stay's not been available tonight. We've got James Cotty not available. All of them would be pushing to start. Yeah. They're all very, very good players. So that you just look at the quality of the squad and the players that I've just named there, and that shows you how far we are off.
Just on that subject about players coming in, this is coming.
Yeah.
One of the things, and I get a lot of feedback from other supporters, you've had to let some players go, players that were popular here. And I don't think nobody had a problem with it, but I think they want to know what was the decision-making process behind that, in terms of what did you see and what was it you were building towards. I mean, what was behind letting guys like Ryan and Jimmy go?
Yeah, first of all, great lads. Absolute top lads, and I always wanted as a player to be honest with my players, and that's what I've tried to be with them too. With Ryan, it was just a case of I felt that the way that we wanted to play just wasn't suited to Ryan. Mm-hmm. Now that doesn't mean he's a bad player. He's a fantastic player and he's an absolute winner. But it just wasn't to be for me and him. Football's about opinions. Yeah. That's why we all love it. And I did it the right way with Ryan. He had a little knock, and I knew that he'd be out for a week or so. So I rang him up and I let him know my plans, and told him I'd rather let you know now, so then you can go and find another club. And from that. I know that a couple of managers have contacted me and asked about him, and I'd say the same to you as what I said to them. He's the first at training. He's a loyal lad. He works his tripe out, and he's a very, very good defender. And that's that. We shook hands, and we didn't shake hands because I rang him, but I know that he was upset with it because he loved West Didsbury, and it's difficult for me to make that decision. But I just felt that it was the right decision for me and right decision for the team. And the right decision for him, because I don't want him going into the first game of the season and him not having a club and then me releasing him then. I don't think it's fair.
I think you're spot on, yeah. I think I mentioned to you as we walked across here that in the past, and this is one of the things, I'm not just blowing smoke, that's given me a wee bit of comfort, is I think in the past, as a club, one of the things that can make this club one of the greatest clubs to play for can occasionally also be a hindrance, in that I think there's been players who've maybe had a little bit too long in a first team jersey because of how popular they were with the support, and I think it's something that I'm pleased to see, that you get that jersey solely on your merit on what you do on the park.
Yeah, we've got a plan. We've got a plan. I've got a style of play, and I know what I want. Now, people might agree or disagree with decisions that I make, but I have won, a lot of trophies in leagues. So I'd like to think that I understand what the formula is. So people have just got to try and trust me and judge me at the end of the season, and that's that.
So far, so good. All right, lovely to speak to you. Oh, right. In fact, yes. Now, the draw get made today. Now, I'm about to say no pressure, but my God, mate.
It's a good draw.
Squires Gate. If you do not listen, if you don't win that game, mate, it's not just Blackpool away. It's Stalybridge after it.
No. Listen, they're going to be looking at it and thinking exactly the same thing. They're going to be looking at it and thinking, what a draw for them. So we've got to keep our feet on the ground. We've got still a lot of growing to do as a team. We want to hit the ground running, but with the turnover of players that we've got, it might take a little bit longer. It's an unbelievable draw because the prize isn't just the money. The prize is playing at Stalybridge, and that both teams will want that. We'll go in underdogs, but we'll do our own work and we'll give it a right go, that's for sure.
And the FA Vans, it's Edgerton, isn't it? It's Edgerton here, isn't it? Yep. See how well prepared I am for these things. Edgerton here, it'll be a tough game as well.
Well, yeah, again, see, so it flips on its head then, so we're going to be favourites to win that game. So you're going from underdogs in the FA Cup with kind of no pressure on you to being red hot favourites against a team that's a step below. So in them situations, I've been there myself, it's difficult. They'll be coming here with absolutely no pressure. I'm sure there'll be a massive crowd on there. But again, we'll be giving it a right go. The FA Vars is a special competition. I was unlucky last season getting knocked out in the semi-final myself, so I know how brilliant it can be if you get on a good cup run and get the whole town behind us.
I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah,
Squires Gate, mate. It's got to happen. We're getting a bus.
I think we're gonna tie it in and we're gonna stay over the.
Well. Right, okay. So I will now launch what's called the bail money fund, right? Okay. So if you feel free to contribute, anything we don't spend will go to the club. All right. Listen, thanks again, Gaffer.
Thank you,
Cheers.
Thank you. Cheers.